This is the end of the army clan. I wanted to talk about how we even got to this place. My name in the game used to be that's what my name used to be in the game. You know, when I was a kid, I had this username. I played Foxhole for a good amount of time. I believe I started in the month of November in the year 2021. So we had it's about more than 2 years now, I should think. November crosses over into the year of 2022. Fast forwarding, November of 2022 makes a year. November of 2023 makes another year. So perhaps it was 2020. Yeah, November of 2020. So I've been playing for 2 years, and the change that is this January to July. Some breaks. There's like a break of like 120 days, 4 months, and then a break more recently of like 66 days, 2 months and some change. Well, yeah, so I've been playing quite a lot, and yeah, I play a lot of video games, so these types of it adds up on an embarrassing amount of hours spent playing this game and just video games in general. Yeah, just the way that my brain is wired makes it really easy for me to just invest many hours into a thing like this. It's like the feeling of eating cotton candy versus eating like a normal real food. Video games is like the cotton candy. Like reading books or doing something more meaningful is obviously the better choice. And I think a lot of people see it that way, just video games in general. It's just it's easy to become a slave to video games, and I'm probably the prime example of that, really. But when it comes to this game in Foxhole, yeah, it's just the best game that I've ever played. It ticks so many boxes, and it's the easiest game to just really just dump your life away into. Really, it's just it's a really good game. Good on them for making a game like this. For those video game junkies, this is probably like the best manifestation of that fix, So I've been playing this game Foxhole, and I was a solo player for like 90% of the time that I played this game, and I didn't like other people's leadership. I recognized very quickly that being part of like grander schemes is the way to go, but I'm very particular about the personality that I like to get behind, and I would find it, I would think I would find it, and I'd be part of like a clan, and then I would leave, I'd be dissatisfied and leave. And I think for like it was I would say February of 2022. So reversing the clock, it's in July of 2023. So reversing the clock about a year and 4 months or 5 months, I decided to make the first clan of my own. Because I couldn't choose the personalities of the people that I would play with if I was part of a different clan. But if I made the clan, then I could choose the personalities and be selective about that sort of thing. So a year and a couple of 6 months or whatever it is. Let's just get down to the business. The February is 1 month, March 2, April's 3, May's 4, Like February's 1, March is 2, April is 3, May is 4, and June is 5, and July is 6. So a year and 6 months ago, I just had to make the first clan, and the name of it was PJs. It seems kind of like a silly thing to name a clan after your own thing, like self-conceited and this, that, and the other, but that's just what I came up with. The reason behind it was because this buddy in the game who goes by the name of quote unquote me, he would always greet me by saying PJs. So this is that's the only link that only reason that I had this name set up, and this clan was not the best. I mean, I tried as hard as I ever would have tried, and but I went about it in many wrong ways, and I learned a lot from the experience. Probably it lasted for about 4 months, 5 months, I should think, and yeah, you have to know a lot of stuff to be able to like run a group like this. You have to know how to get new people and deal with people. Not like it's a bad thing, but you have to get the good people and get rid of the bad people. And I say it like it's such an easy thing, but it's not. So this is like the first clan that I had, where we did very like cohesive things together, and I don't want to get into the details of like the specific way I went about getting new people and like acting as a clan. The second clan that I went about doing was it was called the Army. So I don't really necessarily remember if I shortened my name to PJs then, but I believe I did. And then made the Army clan. And this is the first iteration, where we did like infantry. So my thinking was the best way to get people on is to be on the front line itself, because that's where all the people are, and you can shoot out the invite to squad, and then I would chat them up as they came into the squad chat and see if they're kind of like amenable. You can suss out what their personality is, and if it's amenable to what you're going for, then hopefully they like what you've got. You like what they've got because their personality, you can just sense it is amenable, and hopefully that they like to stick around with what you are doing. So we did like the cohesive infantry stuff where I used the program and posted squad loadouts where everything would just kind of like fit together. Everyone has their like kind of like role, and it would be fun. And oftentimes it would be fun. Then oftentimes it wouldn't be so fun, and you'd be investing effort to spend all this time getting the loadouts and getting all the people together. And yeah, I don't want to get into the details of the things that I learned and the things that I stumbled upon when trying to do like infantry, but involved making our own logistics and then bringing our own logistics that we could have all of the tools to play with when we were doing our infantry thing. Because being geared and tailored towards doing like really complex infantry stuff and then not having the stuff there is a bad mixture. So we had to make our own stuff. Like teaming up when it comes to logistics so that it's not just a singular person doing all like the work and whatnot. It can be a thing that we got really used to. But so the infantry primacy thing was the particular aspect of you don't get people from the back line. That's the thing that I learned from the first attempt at this whole junk, is that you don't get people from the back line. Like advertising in world chat, you're just gonna get comms muted, and that lasts for like a month. And if that's your only way to get new people, then it's a really depressing thing. You don't get people from the back line. So when I was doing like convoys of trucks, logistics types of really not complicated, but really sophisticated like logistical networks, so that we could do frontline supply. That's what the PJ's regiment was. Frontline supply using very sophisticated logistics maneuvers. More so than the Army was. But you don't get people in the back line, and you're just going to get comms muted from our boat chat. So it doesn't work out. So you have to go in the front line. but you have to have the stuff. So it was a combination of the two ideas: the making of the stuff in like a team-oriented way, like this regiment was, but then actually applying it directly on the front line. And then because it's infantry, it's the most simple of the three things, because you just have to spawn in and then start grabbing the stuff that's there that we've provided. That's how you can get through people on the front line. But infantry is transient, and it burnt me out because it is I say it's the less complicated thing, but in a way, not really at all. Teaching people how to use like the infantry mortar, just teaching in general, having to teach people stuff, it's just like a really lame thing to do, really. And what I learned from these two experiences of this regiment and this regiment is that teaching people is really lame. Trying to like do educational videos and stuff like that, or trying to like train them in game. No, these are big L's. Big L. If you wanna know what a big L is in this game, it's going down that path, trying to train people. Because it'll suck you dry. I won't get into the details of like the particulars of what I mean by that, but it'll just suck you dry. It'll waste your soul away, and no one's gonna be able to do that forever. And diminishing returns, sometimes no returns, oftentimes little returns. Anyway, we'll go on from there. So I'd taken a break after I got really tired of this like transient infantry stuff. This was War 100, the big war where we were making our own stuff and then trying to like breathe life into the front line on the warden side and doing like this infantry bit, and just not having really a whole lot of impact on the front line except in just like logi monkeys, which sometimes it's fun, it's in its own right, but it's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. We just ended up becoming very top heavy in the logi, and then the fighting aspect just went down. And the only reason I ever really wanted a regiment was to be able to do what kind of like Badman Larry does, where he's actually able to push objectives, like destroy the strategic objectives. I always admired that because he has like the magnetic personality, the aggressive personality, the kind of like run people over type of personality but because he's a streamer, people like absorb to him, cling to it, and he's able to get the results that are desirable. Push like strategic objectives, which is like the win of the game, like winning the war. That's what I always wanted. I played with him, but his personality is not amenable to long-term gameplay for me. And it seems like I'm pointing him out relative to like personalities that I don't like, but no. I'm very, very particular about it. And finding out what kind of person that I like to see, that I like to play with, is a product of that regiment, this regiment, and then the finale, which was after we culminated War 100, and I took a break for like 66 days. 66 days I had come back, and still PJs, but I thought a lot about artillery, and the people that were still around from the Army clan. The first go about, I used to use them to kind of tailor our whole shebang towards like an artillery-focused clan, because I had thought that if you can just one-shot objectives with artillery, then you just have a lot of fun, and artillery is a methodical type of thing where it's low stress. If you have the brain and like the ability to have much forethought and plan things out appropriately, your biggest enemy when it comes to artillery is yourself as opposed to the enemy. You're able to really shape how things are going to go down. And as opposed to infantry not being able to really accomplish a whole lot when it comes to like pushing objectives, like wow, you can kill a pillbox, that's cool. Or you can kill like a bunker piece with your mortars, or Tremolo mixed infantry squad, or an in-place DMG or EAT. It's like these things are not it. These three things, who cares? It's not good enough. What is good enough are killing things like the core of the base, the relic bases, and the town bases, the main objectives that are available in the game. Just bypassing the front line entirely and just going right for their spawn point and deriving a lot of satisfaction that you have what's the word for tangible impact on the battlefield. You can see it with your own eyes. The white bunker base icon on the map. The wardens have lost this point. The wardens have lost that point. And then you have like the sense of satisfaction from being able to accomplish that without the aspect of having to like train people to do like really complicated infantry stuff, or without having to deal with like tanks, or without having to deal with things like logistical networks and being able to supply a baby and having to deal with your teammates on a very intimate level to working with artillery just kind of like bypasses a lot of these things. And this is where this third iteration of like the clans thing. So this is after having experimented with clan stuff for 1 year and 2 months, let's say, is the third iteration, the third and final iteration of clan stuff that I've led. So my personality that I desire to play with is of a premium, state of the art. The people I don't want to play with is a premium, and the getting of new people is a premium with the programs that I was able to develop to assist with that. All the boxes were kind of just like ticked, and the one thing I wanted to do was be able to have a tangible impact upon the battlefield and push strategic objectives. And the videos on the YouTube channel, of which this video will be a part of, is another example of just that. And I have the wrong mic plugged in.
So having my appropriate mic plugged in, the audio ought not be as dog water as it was previously. Where I had left off is this is the only thing I ever really wanted to do in the game. In regards to teaming up with other people, I could not do this type of thing alone. Teaming up with people to push the front. So this is I'd say it's a success given the videos that we have been able to film with regards to destroying town bases and relic bases and bunker cores. The thought experiment, how to go about doing this, is done. There's no more thought that really has to be done to it. The proficiency is something that could be enhanced, for sure, and you could become like the best kind of like clan that does this type of thing. The going for the Fort Tempest cannons was definitely a mistake, and given the video that precedes that goes after this little introductory thing, you can see for yourself that we had a really good thing going down. We had a nice group of people that had really good personalities, and I enjoyed playing with you guys. And it's not something that is a given when playing this game, because you run into all sorts in this game, and you really have to suss out who are the people that got it and who are the people that don't got it. Not from like an intelligence perspective or being able to carry out things on their own, but to be a good leader as opposed to, just being a leader. Who cares about being a leader? It's about being a good follower, and that goes for myself as well. Just because if you are a good follower, it means that you really understand what it means to be a good leader. And what I mean by that is you're able to see systems as they're like moving on in the game or whatever. And this is all stupid video game shit. Like, wow, imagine wasting one's mental capacity and life away at this thing. But this is what we've done. So we'll think about things on this level of intelligence and being able to construct grand schemes with people and many moving pieces and many people that have many different personalities, and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Yeah, a good group of people that's able to team up to do the hard stuff. You're able to get a level of cohesion, and that's a foundation for a more cohesive act than that. and that's what we did big time. It, it was a lot of work for me to figure out what does and what does not work. But ultimately, well, and it wasn't worth it. I want to say, and it was all worth it, but no, it wasn't worth it. It's just you know, with respect to just like imagine throwing this much effort and mental capacity away towards video game shit. It's something I'll never be able to live down, and hopefully I never come back. Uh, I likely will not. It just is what it is. I'd yeah, I didn't say it to anybody, but I wanted this Tempest Cannon War to be the final one, the final defining factor where we really go hard, and then I call it quits. Job done. We go home, and that the box ticked of PJs wants to do the cool shit in the game where he can actually have tangible impact upon the battlefield that you can feel. You can see it on your screen, and people are just like, "What?" in the chat, you know? They give you the props and this at the other. It took a lot of time, and we were able to do it, and but it's not worth it. So I wanted this war to be the last war. Golly, would it have been fun to do like the Tempest Cannon thing? I go around in circles and circles. Uh, it was a very fun experience. Just these really high ticket items that are very expensive on the effort and the resources and the mental strain. It you know, can really affect people in some very adverse ways. But we'll call it quits here. The introductory type of thing. As you can see in the next segment of the video, you can see for yourself. Man, what would have happened if we just nixed everything and just like focused on really having a good setup with like truck rocket artillery and like applying trains instead of applying trains towards the end of like importing a bazillion resources for Tempest cannons. Imagine if we just used trains to really just dial in combat delivery of rockets to the enemy's bases. You'll be able to see for yourself in this video that follows up. Admittedly, there are fewer people with the final op. It's just the way that it was at the time. But the results speak for themselves. So thank you for your yeah. When I nuked this regiment right here, the PJ, I sent a message and I said to the dudes, I said, thank you for putting up with my peculiarities. So I guess it fits to leave you with the same message. Thank you for putting up with my peculiarities. I really enjoyed the type of cool shit that we were doing. I enjoyed the good times, and the bad times are what they are. Yeah. Goodbye.
Not close enough. It's just in Logi chat. Someone mentioned it. You need about 1,000 more copper to finish off that.
Now, if you take a mortar shell, and then get this one with me.
I took 2 out of nothing, nice.
You guys can reverse the ones that are just behind me out of the way. I'm gonna make this one center one. Just yeah.
Ah, that one good.
No, that was the right one. Just yeah. Yeah, so put that one here.
That's the same.
Hey, you guys seen anybody from UA around here?
Oh, well, I can't hear you. It's so quiet in the Aqua chat.
UA, no, not recently. One sec, I can hear you. Sorry, what was that? If you guys see Kinato or Makio from UA,
That's the
they're
center.
stripping QRF vehicles off bases.
Just keep track of that center one. Don't move it.
Alright, I'm in the center. This is not. Are we shooting at Abandoned War again?
Yes.
Nature Boy and Goon movies. These are in the wrong direction.
Sorry, there was gunfire. I heard my name.
Move that truck. That's in the wrong direction. It's probably going to be somewhere around 10 again.
So it's in a trust movement.
Yeah, I'm just angling it. But move that one so I can angle in the correct direction. Yeah, this will be vaguely in this angle.
Hello.
Oh.
Yep. What are we trying to say? I went through a few, yeah. And a few push downs.
Hi there.
I'll join you through the dance.
Is the upgoing?
And we pop,
Good damage.
and we pop abandon more once.
There it is.
Need some help?
Maybe we
This is
for
the free. Nice.
PJ Adams 0. Or he's on
Maybe. So it's in the switch. I'll on in. Fairy, if there's a G, use your mic if you got one.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, where are you boys at?
We're in the advance.
Are you shooting at the banner board? As always.
Yeah.
Maybe I should announce it in the region chat.
Hey, Rudy.
The only reason I say is because I see Sledneck speaking. I've seen him here almost every time I've been here. So.
Every time you switch to the passenger seat, you're able to see what the items is. That's the only way.
It goes on to like 9.5 or something.
Yeah, you got it close. Yeah, you just gotta, I don't know if it's not easy, but it's stretch. Okay.
Nope, that one's good nature. All the front row's good.
Yeah, I was just hoping something fly when I said it.
Okay, I think we're all keeping last ones. Okay, we'll shoot on one, right? 3, 2, 1. Hello, machine now.
Where the fuck is liberation point?
Did we hit it?
Yeah, you destroyed it.
We got a Bangalore killed.
Liberation point is the west side. Of the X. From Williams. I don't know where my truck is at anymore.
It's still here. Still in a position.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can drive it.
Only 3,000 damage on volley.
Where's the net?
Almost there.
Can we?
Yeah, let's get Sea-Boot next.
Yeah, can we hit Seaboot?
I'll hit that base. Bunker base they have there. That's why they're using spawn. And
Yeah, but-
get into AW.
Ah,
Oh, the one on the other side of the room.
Oh, the encampment? Or... Hey, Meg, Ballista on offer for you.
yeah, but it's 250. Where do we need it?
Oh, it's Sludnik. He just wants to give it to somebody who won't just drive to the front line with no fuel, like the last one. I mean, if nothing else, just put it in our storage depot.
Is that all?
Yes.
Love it when my wheel goes like a quarter of a centimeter off of the road and I go down to half speed. Wonderful.
I accidentally fell down the ridge with a pushgun today into an enemy tank line. That
Oh, nice.
otherwise we would have been able to kill.
Your mountain goat feet finally failed you.
Do we have fireworks anywhere?
Yes, we've got 2 pallets in the rocket factory.
Where's it again?
Umbral.
Oh, well,
Give us a second, supply.
No, then those forces under attack again.
You need to mortar shells.
You know you have to.
I don't know.
There's one in my instruction maybe. Where did you take one from the truck last night?
I recall you dropped me 2, and I had 2. And then you dropped yours for me. I did not pick them up. I swore that I did, but I did not.
No.
So.
I still have one in my inventory.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Just want to make it pretty. Yeah. Kill that and suddenly build this, and the fight goes on. That way should just be that wish I knew where the front line was exactly to be able to see the enemy base. That's just across the river on the north side, the north bank of the AW. Because if we shoot that, then we have a chance to, better chance to.
In chat, somebody said they had town hall. I just need to see the.
Is that what you're talking about? The X mark was with down smoke?
Yeah, they're encampment.
Maybe a lucky base. However, loaded, I think. Same position. Same parking spot.
Can we hit Caroline boot from there, or are we never hitting that? Not gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
Now I got 3 tanks on the island.
I've had a grid coordinate. I believe that was another base, but there's likely to be 2 bases that we're trying to blow up. Starting with the X that one guy made.
That's not a rocket truck. You made the Power Ranger on the bus.
Yeah, just a myth. Jeez, on 25-meter range.
You got this. You'll just have to get out of the tank and lob it by hand.
Oh, it's just about.
If ever build it, yeah, you can tell him no. No, you won't build. Just throw anything in there. Probably takes 1 shot with that thing to kill it. That'd be if you build it. Maybe a little more than 1, but. Alright, so
Where's my guy there?
what should we do with that one day? Final answer.
One.
One's gonna be the trade this time on your person.
Yeah.
And you can help my truck. Thank you for refreshing the squad labs. I'm gonna
I
hand
mean,
you.
technically yours is still artillery mag. There's a mine right in front of you.
Yeah, I know, I've seen it.
Can you talk about motor cell using that box there? It'll last 2 minutes.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't die trying to pull this off. You guys we're gonna shoot in the same spot. What were the distances last time? It was like we have 320.
Yeah, it's like 300. I don't think we have the range yet though. It's the other side of the river from that exact spot.
The
If
wind
we
is
move forward by like,
the wind's checking where you're actually.
It's blowing northbound.
That's northeast.
Okay.
It's almost 30 degrees.
So it'll likely be good enough.
And we can just move to the intersection of it. It's not that far.
yeah, we've got plenty of space forward.
True.
Yeah, we can easily
We
go.
have the town.
The
big
wind is
up.
blowing.
We have the town big up. I'm just gonna try to lace the base. I need to run for like 5 more seconds and I'll be able to see it.
The wind is blowing at 24 degrees, I think. As far as that.
Oh yeah, it's really hot and everybody here. I have a target. 123, 123, 123, 47. Yeah, it's 120.
If the distance is too far, we can go 40 meters forward easy.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't been partisaned.
Can't pardon us if the townhouse is not set on fire.
Well, no, they can easily build on the beaches to the northwest of Callahan Boot, or just anywhere around there. Come across the river.
And the outlaw, northeast,
Go down
northeast,
the
30
line.
meters. Watch out.
There's a nice big opening on that road.
Go kill that outlaw. Enemy tank, get in the town. Give us some AT. I got the target. I'm running back. Yeah, we're in the town with like 20 infantry and they have an outlaw background. I was able to warn our CV that he was about to run into an outlaw. That's pretty lucky for us. So yeah, it's a bunker base. I'm running back for the mortar. Mortar's right now. I'm like 10 seconds away from running. Yeah, just because it's raining, run speed is just naturally cut by 25%, I think.
That's always fun. Great British weather.
What island? What island?
You got everything.
Alright, this will be that sound.
Don't line up yet. We don't have the angle.
I'll take the motor tube and the shells. That's a good one.
Yeah, it should be 25, 26 degrees, I think.
do it.
Is two more the same?
Yes.
No.
I'm retarded.
Yeah, that was lag. Sorry.
I know, I'm coming.
I saw you guys as well with those smaller rocket.
10 gets.
So they might just take us them. There's a few.
They have a very different explosion pattern.
Yeah, they look almost identical.
No,
Yeah.
they have a flame blast around them, but it actually expands in a circle of flame with flame rockets.
They're all good nature there.
Okay,
Well, not ready?
That one, last one. We're ready? Okay, we'll shoot
Oh,
on,
hey, we just got bar check.
we'll shoot on 1, 3, 2, 1.
How did this one?
Sorry, what's wrong?
I don't know. White bucket base.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Drive home to the end block.
Yeah. I was got confused because they're hockey and I was driving one already, so I think I'm getting yours.
Oh, I misclicked. Sorry, sorry. I was looking at chat. Distracted. I'm sorry, I'm doing two things at the same time. You guys are reading for me probably. Don't.
It's about time to refresh the squad block again.
I'll be sure to do it for this one then.
No problem.
Mega, you get the bits to do that.
What?
You have to go to the pits to make a CB. How would be there available?
Oh, this is really something no one. Okay, fuck, I don't wanna leave this list actually. I'll leave it where the rocket trucks were. I'll refresh the spot log, but please check every time you come by that it's still there.
Yeah, those ones north.
Shoot on the ammo.
And the ones north of the ammo dump, I've refreshed the squad lock.
Yes.
Is there a crane up there still?
There's a crane here, yeah, it's
No, I meant at abandoned ward.
I don't know.
Because if there is, you can just you can put it on flatbed
Wait.
and drive it up.
One second.
If you
Okay.
for a Mega, I would still build one.
Yep, who knows if it's going to survive. I mean, should, but that's a keyword, should.
We can always hit Callahan's boot next and then
That one guy, you can actually supply 2 at this range. You know what? We might want to take the ballista and go destroy that concrete.
We could.
It's an option.
I'm in it right now.
I'm gonna try to get 2 more shells. See what we get. Okay. Yeah, they have probably should get 2 volleys more. Only 1 more. If we can, we'll go for
Like I said, we could hit Iron Passage. We just have to bail instantly.
No. There's no way for us to hit the spine, right? Somehow.
We'd have to go up to parcel, and there's no vision.
oh, this is the parking lot. That one. That's one right here. The parking spot.
Yeesh.
Oh, it's relatively safe there.
Well, yeah, but it's in the middle of Fight City.
Yeah.
That is going to be a pain in the ass. I don't even have to look at it yet.
It's okay though. I already want hit us. It'll hit the town instead.
It'll hit the civilians.
Ooh,
Right?
Yeah, civilian casualties are acceptable.
There's some mines on the sides of the road, so careful. Ooh, there's a mine right on that manhole. Watch out. Manhole right inside the city as you go to it. Be careful.
Yay.
Get a thing.
We're rebels.
We rebels.
You still have your wrench, I did.
yes.
Provided you could wrench that one I was talking about on the manhole cover,
I'll get
and these
this
2 over here.
I am restricted from using weapons?
Yeah, but physicals on the last bonus.
Well, yeah, I didn't think I got enough for a weapon restriction.
I did too. Same weapons work.
Oh yeah, well, you did, but it was just before playing Defuse built like 20, no, 5.
Don't come to my wrench.
Space boy,
Good question.
Which way you guys?
I got lost. I couldn't find the road into IW.
Yeah, good easy. You have to go on the southwest side.
Easy enough.
Okay.
Are we actually going to do a full volley? Because we're hitting Iron's End. Their Howies are going to fire back.
That's okay, that's okay.
So we just want
Okay,
just
so-
our trucks.
No, we'll just go for it. We'll just go for it and replace our losses if there are any. I wrenched this mine getting the truck in.
Well, you walked over by doing the wrench animation.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, that sounds funny.
I'm surprised the whole little infantry don't jump in.
Yes, they're pump.
I don't know about fair case structure damage, but 600 fucking infantry.
I found about 40k more than I last looked.
Yeah,
Right.
148. And I got 187.
Yeah, there are 2 advanced CVs just sitting at the Pitts Town Hall. Or Relic Base. That's gonna be so long game. I am no longer restricted, yay.
Yeah, I didn't receive wrench back.
Oh no, they're taking Callahan's boot. We worked so hard on that. You know, drove a CV over and everything.
So much work.
And a complete lack of build-up around it.
Fucking that one guy. Do you have a mortar? I see you have a mortar shell on you.
I was gonna say, more before you come up.
Actually, mortar shell.
Okay.
Alright, I'm ready.
It looks like a packed train in a bundle mode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, yeah. We had this game up here.
Yeah.
It's always been building this whole time, so.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know which one is the center line.
Diagonal farther than this one that I'm looking at is gonna be the center.
Make sure we have 1, 2, 3, at least 40 meters of spare range. I think we can get these 3 at a time, but don't pull the third one up here yet. Or don't move the target. I'm not seeing if this is wet marker. Oh, way the hell out there. Holy shit. I thought you said southwest.
Yeah, no, that's others.
You doesn't get it.
I mean, technically it is southwest of Callan Gate.
Yeah, we were firing a boot.
Indeed. Southwest.
I don't think that mortar shell.
Okay. We don't want these last 3 ones.
We do.
We're going to line them up on the side once everything's arranged. Figure out how we're going to be angled. Hopefully we can go 3 by 3.
Yeah, friendly vehicles are slowly pushing that area, so.
Well, are we firing at the very center?
Yeah, I'll find out when PJ says it.
Yeah, precisely. And if the ones over should be just north of the tank line.
Yep.
But
That one, 15K1. Oh, those are...
Bye.
Yeah, that's incoming. They're burning down now.
the tunnel? Or the town base?
Pretty sure. There's a fire truck right there. Yep, put it up. And that ain't sucked. That's way to the west. It was like way to the west of the town base.
Something like 31 truck as well.
Okay, so that's gonna be a problem.
Wait, what?
Alright, let's see how many we can get away with. So try to pull contracts if you do try to move, and then this is a row, and then we can put like 2 on this side over here.
I am perfectly in position.
Okay, alright, yeah, good. Now will be this row ahead, and then we'll try to block the route. And then yeah, estimate this is a 1 row ahead, and then so on and so forth. Yeah.
Oh, there's a warden to your at the RS mark. There's a warden at the trucks.
Oh, that's not where they are now. That's to our southwest. Can you go to the southwest by
Our
20 meters?
original
There's a
one.
warden. To go. Warden, southwest 20 meters.
He's going straight from train bridge, it looks like. No, he's going from train bridge, never mind.
Well, train bridge is down right now, so. Oh, he just dropped.
Alright, sure,
Okay, then the team.
Surprised you didn't try to fuck with the trucks.
I guess he just saw they were all locked in, so yeah.
Tarzan without a wrench. Doing go up just a touch.
Oh, that's a lot.
First one was rain.
What do we need at the final board here?
I'm shooting. Oh man. Any more of that one there? Is it?
More.
One more? Okay.
Yeah.
2 more. That was perfectly good.
I know how to keep my phone.
Yeah, we just got the building.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, let me move back.
We'll do like a half row, like that, you know? Fuck it. Next one on the fly.
We can't do fine tune angle anyway.
Yeah.
Or distance.
So everything squeezes to the front? Front row? Or no? What are you thinking? No? Okay.
Well, if you got one of them,
Well, let's see what's here.
This one is-
Yeah, bring over to the front, the one guy, then give me a hand on the second, bring that one.
I can't actually get over there.
That's... Let's take still.
Oh, I can't do it.
Alright.
If you can back up, I'll do it.
Okay, that's all the trucks.
So it's the Boone and that one guy, and then myself, and that's it. Too much hiding. Right. Sorry, 9 city.
Let's go backwards. Everyone in the front row.
No.
And then go backwards.
Yeah, right here, you're just shot at 5.7 right now. 8.6, 6.5.1, 6.4, 10.4.
Should be all good.
Alright, F. Okay, and then Okay, this one's good. Shift back up that one guy. Yeah, 6.2.
What should I be aiming
I
for?
don't know.
Let's see.
The
1.
5.9ish.
5.9.
Oh,
8.0. 6.4. 6.4.
oh my gosh!
6.5.6. That's good. F up at 3.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty small.
Okay, guys, get in the trucks. Get ready to shoot. This
I
will
think
use
I can tell you.
Alright, we're gonna shoot on 3.
Nature boy, get ready.
3. 3, 2, 1. Fire all of them. Nuts.
Fire.
Fire.
Are we getting the? How is
Oh, we're obviously hitting it.
No, okay, how is it?
If you hit getting flanked, you're in the target. Alright, I'm gonna start reversing after you. And then we get I'm gonna reverse the one that you are. Just blocking you from back. No, get your side, dude. Keep shooting them.
Oh, Stuart, please.
I think we lost the whole front row.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah. We expected that.
Fire. Okay.
They're shooting A's?
No. Yeah, swing to the west, southwest, Nature Boy.
They're all enemies.
Basic materials and hammer repairs them.
How many rockets do we need for one volley?
17 petrol, so 170.
Oh shit, now it's off.
No, it's all. That's all first.
We lost.
Nearest
Oh, I
one
see.
unless you do smart AW.
Ooh, you guys are doing irons in?
Yeah, we hit it.
Nice.
So were we hitting the bunker before, or what were we aiming for?
Yeah. There's that thing right there. Marker.
Fine. I hope that we stop firing.
Oh, gunfire. What's that about? I do have enemy control on here.
You know what your fire timing is?
Is this like a teammate shooting stuff, or is this an enemy?
No.
Yeah, it's an enemy. It's full time. It's enemy shooting all their traps.
What the fuck?
LOL.
Oh, I don't know.
They just been killing all that shit. Look at that.
Nice.
That's a nice call.
In ward?
Yep.
I don't see anyone there.
He's been killed.
Oh.
Yeah, I was using one of our guns, so our teammates decided just some guy messing around. The sound of it. I see 3 trucks, and then goes the 4th.
Yeah, it's 100 times.
That's good. Not too bad.
One's really big, 60%.